Yo, 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 yo. What's goody, my alcoholics and alcoholic rats? You already know how we start this, all right? Drunk sports talk. This shot's going directly to the Knicks. The first time, game just finished. We won. We're probably moving up to seventh place. Jalen Brunson and RJ Julius Randle both scored 30 plus points for the first time of the season. This goes out to the squad, yo. We making, man, we already see we're 2-0 already with OG. So let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep on winning some games and let's get to that mid-tier spot where we belong. You hear that? To the Knicks.
Salute.
Ooh. Yeah, I want to welcome everyone back to Drunk Sports Talk, New York's new #1 sports talk show out on the internet streets. We are the voice of the streets. We are going live tonight. This is the Knicks post-game show. Knicks versus the Bulls, post-game show. Allow me to reintroduce myself. It's your boy Cash. And always, you know who's riding with me. I got my brother at television and my boy Q.
Yeah.
What's poppin', brothers? What's poppin'?
Yo, I'm feeling good after this W. Like my man said, we 2-0 with OG. Gotta love it.
Triple OG. Yo, OG Ananobi. You heard Alan Hahn on Triple OG?
Yeah, I love that, man. Yo, I love Alan Hahn, son.
Yeah, Alan Hahn's on some shit.
Yo,
listen. Before we get into this, man, we were supposed to have New York Knicks legend Chris Charles on the show tonight. A lot of you guys might have seen the advertisement for it. Some stuff happened, scheduling issues. We had to reschedule for tomorrow night, so we'll be bringing you that tomorrow night. Please stay tuned for that. We're gonna get we're gonna get his expert analysis and his opinion on what the Knicks look like now, and then maybe we'll go back a little bit and we're gonna be nostalgic and reminisce and talk a little bit about them old late 90s, early 2000 Knicks teams that we all hold in the highest esteem. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, listen, Knicks defeat the Bulls 116-100. That's 2 games in a row. They beat Minnesota Timberwolves on New Year's Day. That's now a sample size to see 2 games from OG Anunoby. First game was very impressive in his Knicks debut. Tonight got into a little bit of foul trouble. Kind of hindered him a little bit, handed him to the bench. So he wasn't able really to get it going. But again, with the Knicks, man, it's always a tale of two halves with these guys, man. Listen, first half plagued by turnovers. They got to clean that up, man. Bulls were getting out on a break a lot. New York Knicks, again, bad transition defense in that first half, man. Randall really didn't get it going the first half. Second half, he turns up, ends up with 30 plus. Brunson, who had a very difficult shooting game against the Timberwolves, although he had a season high, career high 14 assists against the Timberwolves, he wasn't shooting too well. I think he shot 5 of 20 or something like that. But tonight, he finally shot, comes out against the Bulls, hits his first couple of shots, 5 for 5, hits a couple of threes, that rhythm going. Another game for Brunson, 10 plus assists. You know what I noticed tonight, man? Julius Randle, Tibbs went back to tinkering with that second unit lineup that he did in the
Timberwolves game.
You saw Randle a lot tonight with Josh Hart, that whole second unit. Second quarter, again, turnovers, not being able to defend the 3-point line has been a problem that continues to plague us. You know what I mean? We gotta be able to defend that 3-point line, man.
Yes, sir.
Some of the good things in the first half, McBride, although he couldn't get it going offensively, took a couple of charges. So you like to see that defense being contagious. OG Anunoby, the Knicks seeming to, get galvanized playing defense. Like I said, Randall started off slow. We're getting doubled a lot in the post in the first half. Did wind up getting it going. Knicks trail 55-51, 13 turnovers, the most turnovers they had in the half season. Jalen Brunson dropped 18. DeMar DeRozan with that smooth turnaround, post turnaround, mid-range game, man. Listen, we're gonna talk a little bit about that later because I want to talk a little bit about maybe what's next for the Knicks. Because you're hearing a lot of stuff about Adrian Wojnarowski talking about possibly what's next, but I wouldn't be mad if DeRozan came over here. Before I go to you guys, OG spectacular in his debut, man. Very the guy hitting that corner on 3 from the corner, which we needed. We always talk about spacing, right? That's like one of the big things in the show.
Yes,
so that creates a lot of spacing, right? Especially with Mitchell Robinson being out,
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot of space, and it's not as clogged, as it was in games, games before. Again, the Knicks trouble defending the three, but they turn up in the second half, third quarter to get it going a little bit. They pull ahead. Everyone, Hartenstein, 20 boards, Julius Randle, 30 plus. Jalen
JB.
Brunson, 30 first time. I think you told me, Ed or Q, the first time
Q.
he scored 30 points in the game ever.
Mm-hmm. Ever.
Crazy, man. So
Together, I think, yeah.
pulling it off.
No, well, this season they done it before,
Season,
but this is
okay,
the first time this season.
All right, Knicks wind up pulling it off. And listen, Q, I'm gonna go to you first. Which last two games we got 2 wins with OG and Anunoby in there. No more RJ, no more Quickly. What's your take on the new look Knicks?
I think OG is definitely adding that piece of defensive that we needed, and it transitioned into the first game. You definitely saw it, how he was defending these, Karl Anthony Towns at some points and John Morant. Like, those are like that. If that was a test for a first game of ever, like that was a true test right there. Because the Timberwolves, they ain't no slouches. They're a really great team.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight you can see how it transitioned into his game too. It's just evolved into how he's like, it went on through. Like, you see him, picking up the double team and then running back to Andre, Drummond to go defend them again real quick. Like that's the kind of tenacity that we need on this type of team. Pick up that double team, but he's not slouching. He ran right back to Drummond and picked up Drummond, boxed him out, but he made the three. But I guarantee you, if that shot would have missed, OG would have been there to catch the board. And that's just one play. But if we could consistently do that throughout the game, that's just going to be more wear and tear on these guys. Because look, the Bulls shot like crap last night against the 76ers. It got blown up. And then they had a back-to-back night game, and they were dropping them. They were dropping them shots, and the Knicks was just turning the ball over. So things could have got quickly out of hand for the Knicks tonight. But that determination and that fierceness, that grittiness that they play, that's what keeps them in every one of these games, unless they down by like 20 plus. Like, if they down by 15 with a quarter to go, I wouldn't count them out ever. And especially with this team, they can always create turnovers. But one of the things I didn't like seeing is just the turnovers that they were creating. And I think that's just gonna, this is just growing pains. That Tibbs is trying out new rotations, new lineups, new clientele that they don't really play at. Obviously, they haven't played as often, with each other. But I think that's eventually gonna, sort itself out in the upcoming games. But from seeing what we saw tonight and against the Timberwolves, I definitely like the direction where we're headed. We're definitely showing that we can defend, these bigger teams and play that type of, down low gritty ball that we need, and keep it moving forward. Because, like I said, we're in 7th place right now, but I'll stick to my word. I definitely think we're, number 3 or I might be pushing to say number 3, but I think we're at least the 4th best team in this Eastern Conference.
Shout out to Daniel Felix on the check-in with the comment that New York bias. That's a whole fact.
We got to, baby.
Brother, we
got to all day.
Appreciate you tapping in, man. We'll be open in about 15 minutes. You guys want to call and leave, leave your 2 cents and all that. Ed, talk to me, my brother, man. You always talk about the transition defense, and you were spot on about that from the beginning. We've always talked about Julius Randle. We've been back and forth on him, but we've been on put some respect on that kid's name. Well, what I'm saying? Like, you can't even in front of him no more. What's your assessment of the post RJ Barrett Quickly New York Knicks and the OG Anunoby New York Knicks now?
Well, I'm loving it. Like, that first game that OG played with the Timberwolves, you saw the ball movement, the spacing, like he was cutting to the basket. Like, it just looked different. It's just one game. I'm jumping out the window like crazy. I even sent out a meme of some dude jumping out the window. That's me right now. But come on, they beat the best team in the West with the best defense in the league. You know what I mean? And you got a guy like OG that, even though Edwards got his buckets, he got like 30 plus that game. But he when OG was on him, he wasn't even scoring that much. He was scared. He was passing off the rock, and he was
on Ant-Man, no doubt.
You know what I mean? He got his 30 plus, but when OG was on him, OG was on him. He shot 50% from 3, 58 that first game percent the whole game. You know what I mean? This game, what messed him up was, like, he got those 2 early fouls in the first quarter, so he sat out. So the Knicks shot well. in the first half. But like you guys, I'm gonna reiterate it. 13 turnovers, the most in the first half in the season. But then in the second half, they only had 2. So they adjusted well and balled out. You know what I mean? I was looking at a lot of at Hartenstein, Hartenstein, the last 2 games,
Hartenstein, man.
he's been a block.
It's
Yo,
Blockenstein now.
yeah, Blockenstein. Word, I love that. He was blocking
Rudy
Gobert
Gobert shit like
a couple of times, like 3-4
yeah.
times. You know what I mean? And today too, he was punching dude shit. He was punching Andre Drummond, that kid Ashimwan, whatever his name is. Yo, they were going crazy. Joel already knows. So what Joel Reynoso was saying? OG defensive making an impact already. So many deflections tonight. So impactful, so efficient. Love it. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man Joel, man.
On the check.
Yes, girl. Let's go, man. At first, when OG got traded, of course, I was like, oh, man. I said it last time. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to miss RJ. I'm going to miss Quickly. They homegrown. But you can see the impact he making now. And it's great, bro. I'm loving it. And it's opening up the floor a lot for Dante. Grimes had a bad game, but it's opened up the floor for Grimes, even for Josh Hart. Josh Hart out there, doing what he got to do. One thing I love about this trade, now that I mentioned Josh Hart, is that last year, when we got Josh Hart, we had the second or third best record in the league. Right. After we got Josh Hart. Now with OG, we could replicate that and be even better, man. It's like Q said, we could climb up and probably be the 5th, 4th best team in the East. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we 7th right now. Why can't we be 4th or 5 right now? I loved it, bro. I loved it tonight. And like my man Cash said, we got to put respect on my man Juju name. Top 3. Nice. I'm gonna call it out. Jumping out the window. I'm sorry. I'm jumping out the window. Top 3 power forward in the league right now. Talk to me.
Listen, if Julius Randle, you say top 3?
Top 3. There's a top 5. I put him 3 in the 5.
Top 5, but I'm not mad at top 3. Yo, if you disagree, tapping on the chat, you can call in a few minutes. I'll tell you what, man. I don't necessarily disagree with you, man. Like
double bubble machine.
It sounds crazy when you say it out loud, but it's not. If you really
if you're paying attention to the games, the stats, everything.
You got AD, right? I think this is my top 5, right? I'm gonna say AD, Jaren Jackson Jr., Julius Randle. I'm gonna say Zion and Giannis.
And it's not even in order. It's just like those are the guys. And to give honorable mentions, even though it's his second year, I can't put him ahead of Randle. I like Monchero. I like guys like I like Sabonis. I like guys like what's this guy's name? I forgot his name already. Damn. He balling out this year.
Like Cat's up there when he's healthy.
Cat is up there. Pascal Siakam is up there. You know what I mean? But the way Randall's balling out this year, bro.
Siakam's better, and I don't think Cat's
better. No, not better than Randall. I'm just honorable mentions.
I would have told you, yeah.
But yo, like Randall this year, he balling like the Rennies do, baby. I love that. Like, it's the first to the third, baby. Like, yo, it's that time, man. I'm loving it, and OG making already an instant impression. Like, I love it, bro.
Isn't Ingram a power forward?
Nah, small forward.
Yeah, he's a small forward, right?
He's a small forward. It's Zion that's a power forward.
BI too. I want to be on the Knicks.
Yeah, me too. Be on the Knicks would have been a plus, bro.
Yeah.
Plus. I like Brandon Ingram.
Yo, one thing I like about Randall is that like he's attempting less threes. He's attempting less threes already. He has the third largest decrease in 3-point attempts per game by any NBA player. He just playing that bully ball.
Show now, press 1.
He playing that bully ball. He get into the lane averaging 28.3 in the lane, like per game. That's an incredible stat right there. Like the way
and he's still drowning them though. Like he's still hitting them. And they even mentioned it tonight. He's doing the 30 for 3. He's doing that charitable donation. I think they said he's up to like $26,000 or $25,000 for a donation for the amount of threes he hit so far. So
I love that he went 3 for 7 tonight. So that's I'm not saying oh my god that's dope, but that's pretty efficient. For a dude that used to hack up 10 threes and go 2 for 10 or 3 for 10 or something like that. I love that. I love that he's using his size, his strength, just to bully those dudes down there. Like nobody can guard him. Even when OG was on the Raptors and he was guarding Randall ate him up. Ate him up. So I'm
It's
loving
kind
Randall
of
right now.
it's kind of hard to get Randall. He's in his zone right now, and then I don't know if you guys saw that play with Josh Hart where he got hacked and smacked going to the rack, and they didn't even call not one foul on him, man. It's just like the Knicks play so aggressive that it's just like, what are they gonna do? Just keep letting them play, Like I hope this isn't transition into the playoffs, where they're just gonna let this ride out, like, because we're gonna need those free throws, and we're gonna need, we don't need those people to get into foul trouble, man, because that's why we do that. We drive hard to the rack. We create these fouls, and we create our own pace. That's what the Knicks do. They create their own pace. When they want to play fast, they play fast. When they want to slow it down, they slow it down, and that's consistent all game, which is definitely a plus.
That is a plus. That is a plus. And then talking about spacing and creating. They shot pretty well tonight. Like, they shot 51% from the field, 39.5 from the three. I'll take that. You know what I mean? Right. One thing, I don't know if y'all want to move on to another topic, but I just wanted to talk about maybe like the little trade rumors that have been going on.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You know what I mean? One thing I'm going to say is that tonight, you can see they missed Quickly, a guy like Quickly with that second unit, because they kind of like fell off in the first half. They kind of fell off. So, we need somebody to replace like a Quickly. Exactly. With that second unit that could drop buckets. You know what I mean? Like who can score the ball? Who could score the ball for us? Like if we get like a trade piece or something like that. Who y'all think we could probably get? I know who Cash already want to talk about, because we literally saw him tonight play. But who do y'all think?
So here's the deal, right? With that, right? You listen to all these analysts and everything. I think there's a couple. There's a couple of things we can do. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't seem to think we're going to make another big move, that we're not in the Spider sweepstakes for this season. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I do think, and I kind of agree with that. I don't think we'll get him this season. I do think this offseason, he'll have more leverage to kind of dictate where he goes. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to right now. Plus, Cleveland's still in the thick of things. Garland is hurt and shit like that, so they might not move right now. But he'll be a free agent with a player option after this, after next year. So this summer, you're gonna see him be able to maybe have a little bit more leverage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he'll find his way to the Knicks. I think that's the plan all along. CAA Mafia headed by Don Leon Rose. Nah, but
they said help is on the way. Though.
Here's the thing. I'm contemplating. I'm going back and forth. All last couple of days, I'm saying, damn, they probably not gonna make a move. They're gonna make a move. Here's what we do know: Evan Fournier's contract is expiring.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is gold in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It creates cap space. And now with all these new aprons, you know what I'm saying, the whole new CBA shit with all the aprons, all this complicated shit, right? You're probably gonna have to make some type of move. You know what I mean? To get off of Fournier's contract while it's still worth something. You know what I'm saying? And we do have those draft picks. Who we're gonna get is so. It's hard. It's like a roller coaster, because the Fournier shit came out of left field, man. Like, you know what I mean? No, not the Fournier shit. The OG Anunoby shit.
Mm-hmm.
That came out of left field, but it was like, boom, Saturday morning, wake up. Oh, the Knicks have OG Anunoby.
Yeah, because they just played the night before.
You're right. So it's hard to say, man. But I tell you what, I don't think the Murray trade is gonna happen. I think you're gonna probably wind up seeing him on a Lakers. So, you know what I mean? I don't think Zach LaVine is hurt. I don't think that's gonna happen, right? The whole Rich Paul thing. I wouldn't be surprised if DeRozan ends up on there. DeRozan in the Drummond trade, maybe a swap. We wouldn't have to give up that many picks. DeRozan's a little bit older.
Mm-hmm. Drummond too.
Huh?
Drummond up there in age too.
Yeah, Drummond, but we need that depth. I mean, that height and depth.
Mm-hmm. I'll take Drummond. He a double machine. Yo, I saw a stat on Drummond. I don't mean to cut you off. I saw a stat on Drummond. He has the more doubles, more 20 and 20 games than Shaq, Pat Ewing, and I think Will Chamberlain, son.
Donovan and Clarkson. Yes, I heard, not to cut you off. I heard who did I say that was a Knicks. Might have been this dude on Knicks Fan TV. I think I forget the guy's name. He was talking about it earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
my man Joel said that Bohan Bogdanovic, whatever his name is, and Clarkson. I like Jordan Clarkson. Son. I like Jordan Clarkson. I've been looking at Jordan Clarkson, no homo, for a while now.
The super sexy pick, but I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one from Detroit now, right? The older Bogdanovic from Detroit.
Yeah.
I
We
fuck with
need,
him.
we need some type of help coming off the bench because you know the answer ain't McBride right now, and Grimes is still shaky as ever. So
yeah, word up. I like Clausen. I like guys like Kenny Olenek too. If we talking about Clarkson, if we do get a 2-for-1, you know, Clarkson and Olenek. Who, who else is out there? I don't know if y'all like Nas Reed. I don't know if they willing to give him up. I like Nas Reed.
I think they're too cohesive right now. I don't think they want to disrupt what they're doing right now, even though they lost to the Knicks the other day. You know what I mean? Who knows, man? But I wouldn't mind. I know we need someone in that second unit to take a little bit of the ball handling responsibilities off Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Because he's ball dominant. Somebody who can play off the ball as well. And we also need. We always talk about this. A certified bucket.
Yes,
we're gonna need that. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks we might just ride it out, evaluate what we have, and then be patient and make a trade. You know, a trade or signing in the offseason. You know. As much as I get on Leon Rose, I gotta give him a little bit of props, man, because they've been patient, right? They've, they haven't given up. Knicks fans always say we want to be patient. We want to, we don't want to be in these salary cap hell with no draft picks. But then when they do that, and they are patient, we're killing them for not getting the second. You know what I'm saying? So if you look, he's made a couple of good moves. He brought in DiVincenzo, right? DiVincenzo's, I think he's a really nice addition to the
He's panning out. He's panning out now.
OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson are his major moves. He has little feelings here and there, you know what I'm saying? But
Josh Hart.
And
Hartenstein. We signed Hartenstein under this regime too. So he added some good pieces, man.
Listen, check this out. If you listen on the chat, tap in. If you want to call in, the phone lines are now officially open. So the time 319-527-6752. It's at the bottom of your screen. 319-527-6752.
Yes.
Then let us know what's popping, man. But who do you guys? What do you think, Ed?
I mean, I agree with a lot of the guys you're saying. Like even with the comments too. I like a Jordan Clarkson, or he could be a guy that can help us. Like I said, I like Olenek. I like guys like Bogdanovic too. Fact. Who else? Even the other Bogdanovic, the one from the Hawks, he's out there.
Yeah, Bogdan. That's Bogdan, right?
Bogdan. I know it's Bogdan. Bogdanovic. You know what I mean? Bogdan. Yo, one of them Bogdan niggas. Who else is out there? But one rumor I was hearing in the rumor mill was that I don't know how true it is because people make up shit every day. But they were talking about that Julius could be another big piece to probably get traded. The way he balling now, his trade value is rising up like crazy. Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I feel like we're moving backwards if we lose him.
Right?
They were saying him for Cat today. I
don't know about Cat, bro. I don't know, bro.
Why are we gonna do that? Like I don't know. In my opinion, I think Randall is better than Cat. Why are we trading him for Cat? And to be honest, I don't even.
It'd have to be if we got Cat. It'd have to be for Randall because he would fit in. It'd be like an even swap almost. You know what I mean?
Like an even swap. All right.
But then we have to wait for them to gel, and I don't personally like it. I think Randall's a better 3-point shooter. I think Randall's just balling out and his big man bully game, low game post game. Just like, and we saw what happened. They just played each other the other day. Who came out who played better?
I mean, Juju, man. Juju played better the last 2 times they played each other.
I think we need to keep him. I don't think we lose him. I think we're moving backwards if we do that. That'll be a really Nick move, from Nick ownership standpoint. If we give him up when he's been just doing so well with us, we just need to provide the little pieces that we do need and keep it pushing because because then if we try to do that, then we're just trying to get another superstar like that video you just sent me, like Gilbert Arenas talking about we need a superstar here. No, we don't. We don't need a superstar here. We got people who's balling right now. We could beat teams with superstar caliber players. Exactly. We don't need a superstar here. We don't need to make it sexy anymore. I think at this point in time, people want to play with the Knicks because of the way we're playing. They see the type of ball we're playing. They don't even like to play us, so they should just come and play for us.
Rosen and Caruso, I'll do that right now.
I'll do that too. But the only thing is too, even tonight during the game, they were saying that the Bulls are not willing up to give a up Caruso. Caruso's a
They
centerpiece for that
used to
team.
talk over
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't you see LeBron missing him? LeBron and the Lakers are missing a guy like Caruso, a guy that could defend. He's like the Josh Hart, Bobby Jackson. Yo, shout out to my man Manny Fresh mentioning Bobby Jackson. That dude was blacker than midnight, son. But you know, but I like Caruso. But like I said, the Bulls ain't gonna let a guy like that go. You know, he's a dog, bro. He's a dog. He's like they're Josh Hart, you know, for them. And you know, and if they wind up keeping a Levine and stuff like that after he comes back healthy, if they wind up shipping a DeRozan, that's the kind of guy you want to pair with Levine. You know, a guy who's just a scorer, and you know he just picks up the pieces for a guy who's just offensive minded.
I'll take a Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson, son. I like that kid, but he be disappearing sometimes, bro. He be disappearing, yo. He disappeared in the playoffs for them.
Yeah, hell yeah. But
he disappeared for them.
Give him away right now.
I mean, Miami is giving him away. Like, is he even getting any action this year? I know Tyler Hero going ham right now. Yo, shout out to Lucchini.
On the check-in. What up?
Yo,
it's good.
You know the number. If you want to tap in, 319-527-6752. We talking that New York Knicks shit tonight, my brother.
You already know. Take a shot with us, Lucchini. You already know, baby.
Facts, though.
But yo, one thing I like though, remember how we always do. Excuse me. Oh, my bad. I'm kind of under the weather. But you know how we was talking about, like, you know, we always talk about scheduling. I noticed that this month we have one of the easiest, one of the fifth easiest schedule in the league this year. We got 10 games at home, 10 of the NY 16 at home, and 10 of New York 16 are against sub 500 opponents. So it should be a good month for January for us if we keep on gelling, keep on playing like we've been playing these last two games.
Well, I want to see how this. You know, I'm really excited to see his Friday game against the 76ers. But then we got a back-to-back on Saturday. But that's gonna be. You know, we need this. We need to see these testaments. We're gonna need OG to come through. We're gonna need Hartenstein to keep getting these blocks and rebounds. We got to keep making sure we're shooting, you know, plus 45% from the 3-point line. Like, if we can do that, then, you know, like, we're gonna be a problem for anybody. But like, if you realize a lot of the times when we're losing to these really good teams, we're shooting like crap, we're shooting like shit. You know, we're not playing our type of ball, we're playing their type of ball. And that's something that a playoff team can't be doing, especially in the playoffs. We gotta make sure that they're running the ball like we do.
Socrates Trinidad on the check-in. What up?
Yo, one thing too is that they gotta get back on defense. That transition D. Hopefully it gets better now on with OG on the squad now too. But you know, you just can't rely like guys like OG and Josh Hart to always get back on the transition D. Everybody as a whole team, you know, get back there. Stop. I always say, stop with that rah-rah shit. You get a good bucket, a dope bucket, yo, go back and play D, man. I mean, because right now they can't ignore us right now. Knicks is coming, son. No homo. They coming. We a problem, son. We I might be New York bias all day, but we a fucking problem.
It's something with them.
I keep always harking back to the Miami series because that's like just like a nightmare for me, man.
That's key, major key.
Defend that three, man. They still don't defend that three. Well, do these dudes got to start running laps? I mean, close the 3-point line out. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
transition defense, man, and cut the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you'll be fine, man. It definitely is a litmus test against the Sixers Friday. We're gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to pop on and get the post game, you know that, because I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent on here. But definitely Sixers. We're gonna get a little bit of gauge with OG. You know, listen, OG's not the savior. Let's not get it twisted.
No.
He brings a lot of intangibles and a lot of, you know, key things that we needed. You know, he fills in a lot of the gaps that we need.
Yes, that RJ wasn't filling for us. Even though I love RJ, like, you know, but RJ just doesn't play the defense that OG. You know,
RJ and them looked all right though. And I was looking at the replays tonight, the highlights, I should say. They showed it in the Knicks game.
Yeah,
excuse me, they was getting out on the break him and quick, man. I was like, you know what I mean. But I'm cool with the trade, man. I think RJ. Listen.
He's gonna shine.
He might get better in Toronto, right?
He's gonna shine
for what we was doing, right?
He wasn't fitting for us.
He reached the ceiling for what we were doing, right? Same with Quick. Quick, I think Quick will probably get exponentially better.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he'll sign an extension there. But for Tibbs' system and what the New York Knicks were trying to do, he's capped out. You know what I'm saying? We love him. You know what I mean? I love both them dudes, man, and you know, in a basketball sense. You know what I'm saying? But they just they were capped out, man, and we needed to mix it up a little bit and get
Yeah. Yeah.
some pause. You know what I
You
mean?
sent something to us early on in the thread. Was it today or yesterday? Talking about RJ, that they were saying that he was a toxic asset, or
Toxic contract, yeah.
yeah, that he had a toxic contract, and he was a toxic asset for us.
Actually, I think that's why they moved him so easily.
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that, but you're absolutely right. You know, shout out to Tibbs though. He's the 5th winningest Knicks coach right now. You know what I mean? So shout out to Tibbs. As much as I bash Tibbs, but
who it said?
I know it's Pat Riley.
Was it Van Gundy?
You know,
yeah, Pat Riley, Van Gundy, and then the other two, Holtzman and
Holtzman, and I don't know
Lapchin.
Yeah, I don't know the second dude. I don't know the second dude.
RJ thinks he isn't.
RJ thinks he is him. He isn't.
Oh, he thinks he's him, and he isn't. I think so. I think so too. You know,
3 times fast.
Yeah, and in this system, it's like you guys to reiterate what you were saying. In this system, he only maxed out his potential because he wants to be that star guy. He wants to be that number one. You know what I mean? But he can't. But here with the Knicks, he was never going to be that number one behind JB or behind Julius. You know, even when it was just them two. He wasn't going to be that number one guy over Randall. Randall, you know, had more experience in the league and just a bigger bully than him, you know, on the block, you know, and everything, rebounder, everything. So I feel like he's going to flourish with the Raptors now because he's going to probably be that guy, especially if they wind up shipping off Pascal Siakam. I feel like, you know, him and Quick are going to do it up. Like Quick, I'm still upset that they gave up Quick, but, you know, it's like I always say, you have to give up something to get something back.
Yeah, I heard what I have Pascal to Dallas. I heard Siakam to Dallas, which is not.
I heard him to the Kings, but if he goes to Dallas, whoa!
He goes to Dallas. That's
Socrates Trinidad. I'm a McBride fan, but I like to see minutes. He was a great shooter.
Yes, yep. Flynn, Malachi Flynn. Yeah, he came out of UCLA. He was a Bruin. I used to watch him in college. He's a great shooter. So if they give him minutes, he gonna pop some shots. Yeah. He if he gets open, he gonna make them. He's very efficient.
Yeah, he hasn't even played yet, right?
No, not with us yet. No, he's still going through the whole physical process or whatever. Like
he's still going through it.
Yeah, something like that. I heard last game. I don't know if it's over with now, but
her Pascal to the Hawks. That's interesting.
Pascal to the Hawks,
like a swap with Capella.
Oh, for Capella.
Socrates Trinidad, tap in, my brother. Collins, give your opinion. Yo, Pascal to the Hawks is crazy.
Shit.
McBride, I don't listen. McBride. Tibbs is big on him. He's a Tibbs kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
He plays defense. He's, he has guard with a lot of wingspan.
He's got to develop a little bit though.
I feel like he's still a deer in headlights when he wants to shoot. Like he's still so scared to shoot, bro.
He's terrified.
Yeah.
Bad game tonight.
You know what I mean?
The ball, man. We need because listen, Grimes is gonna with Quick being gone. This is a perfect chance for the leash to be longer on Grimes, right? Because Grimes always said that. He felt like if he missed a shot, he gets yanked immediately. You know, Tibbs was yanking my paws. We get out the game immediately. You know what I'm saying? Now your lease is longer, my brother. Take that. He did well against the
Timberwolves. He was cutting. He was making threes.
He regressed slightly. You know what I'm saying? We need him to ball out because he can be a 3-and-D guy. You've seen him in the offseason with JJ Redick, and he's doing all the right things, saying all the right things. But
he's not transitioning onto the court.
If Grimes get his shit right, and this is year what 2
for Grimes? Year 3. Year 3.
See, you start to get dicey when it gets into years 3 and 4. Like I'm of the belief like this isn't football where the quarterback and where Jordan Love could sit behind Aaron Rodgers 5 years, and then that's just all him getting better. I think in the NBA. The real ball, if you notice, the real ballers come in and ball out. You'll have some issues where, guys will come along in a couple of years and develop. I get it. But the real impact dude, Zion, Iverson, you name it. I can't think of any name. Zion, who else?
Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, those kind of guys. KG. Tim Duncan.
Yeah, John Moran. Like you could even see like just the draft class alone, like the 2 people above RJ Barrett.
AD.
You can see they affected their team.
Giannis is the perfect example. Giannis took a little time to develop.
Yeah, but he was a well projected pick that grew what he into today. MVP, it's the best power forward in the league. Yo, people are scared to play Giannis because he no homo. He gets what he gets. When he in the game, he be doing his thing.
We're not getting a Giannis. We're not getting a Joel Embiid.
No,
You know,
yeah,
there's no
it's a
doubt
wrap.
we're coming as far as like I don't think this. We don't even know who's going to be for sale, so to speak, at the deadline. But you know, I think again, let me reiterate. I think our guys. I don't think it's going to be Murray. I think Mitchell's going to wind up being. I think Mitchell will be a Knick. I'm almost 90% sure Mitchell was going to be a Knick. I just don't think
that.
this year. I think it'll be next year. That'd be the smart play. Even though I want him and I like new paws, I like new toys, and I like trades. It's exciting and it's fun to talk about and it's good shit. You gotta, we gotta be realistic and we gotta be smart the way we move. You know, it's just chess, not checkers. So I think Mitchell will be here next year. But this year, I'll take it to DeRozan, man. I'm telling you, we need one more guy to be able to get some buckets down the stretch. When Jay's tired, when Julius is being double teamed, and it ain't Grimes, bro. And it ain't Grimes, and it ain't Precious Achua. He had 2 points tonight. It ain't Hartenstein. As much as I love him, he's the great.
Yeah, it's not McBride. It's not,
We don't have it's Julius and Brunson, man. That's it. And a little bit of a Anobi,
Dante. Yeah.
35.
39. He had 39.
Dish to him. Julius watch Julius and Anobi ball out.
That's one thing. That's one thing I've been paying attention to. Jew again. I'm sorry to cut you off, my brother. He's back to his playmaking. Playmaking ways again. He's out there passing the ball and everything. Oh, with Socrates, what he says, some dudes.
Kobe White, yeah.
You take a minute. Look at Kobe White. I agree.
He got a shot because Zach is out. Zach is out. Yeah. Kobe. What we said during the end, Kobe looked like
Charles Gambino.
Like Charles Gambino. Stay woke.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Some people do come into their own, but.
Look at Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges. It took him time with the Suns, and now look at him with the Nets, balling with the Nets, bro.
That's a whole fact.
Jamal Murray. There's just so many guys you can list right now.
Jamal Murray's a real good,
But it's also the systems that these guys are playing in. Like, like look at RJ. Like RJ can probably get better over there. Obviously, quickly was never gonna get better over here because he was always gonna be coming off the bench. And that's the true testament of time, to see how these guys mess in other systems. Some systems ain't just built for everybody. Like our system is totally built around players who can score, and half of that, and the other like 75% of it is straight defense, rebounding. That's that New York Anthony Mason shit. Put that fear in your heart.
Hell yeah, Mason Oak down there on the block. Shit. You put those two dudes in the corner of Times Square in the middle of the night, I won't walk down that block. I'll be like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Back in like 93, 94. Nah, I ain't walking down there. I ain't that stupid.
Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Queens. Queens is in the building. Anthony Mason, Springfield Garden. Stand all the way
up. You ready know, son.
I love back in the day when he used to write Meso or Mason on the back of the head. Oh, I used to love that, man.
No, true story. I used to see Anthony Mason maybe 3 times a week.
That's dope.
Because I went to Jamaica High School. Hillcrest is right down the block. If y'all from Queens, y'all already know. Y'all from that side, south part of Queens. Hillcrest is right down the block. Literally, like you walk down Highland, it's maybe 5-6 blocks on Parsons Boulevard and Hillside, right? And there used to be a barbershop directly across the street from. There was like a public school right next to Hillcrest, like right next to that shit. With a 25-34 run. But anyway, there was a barbershop across the street called Cuddy's. Everyone from Jamaica knows who Cuddy's is.
Cuddy's.
Mason used to be out there every single day.
That's what's up, man.
I forgot his barber's name, but yeah, shout out to Anthony Mason. God rest the dead.
Word.
And real cool. He used to be outside.
So you know what? Now that we talk about Meso and trades, Knicks trade, that was a heartbreaker for me when they traded him for Larry Johnson back in '96. That was a heartbreaker for me because Meso was a fine favorite.
Didn't get grandma.
Nah, we got a good
player though.
That's what we got. I mean, yeah, but he wasn't the same no more. He wasn't jumping out the gym.
What are y'all talking about?
He wasn't jumping out the gym like he was in Charlotte, but he became a great post-up shooter, great 3-point shooter. Whenever he did shoot the 3, he played great with the Knicks. But it's just I was so attached to Meso as a young kid that what he brought to the table, that real New York rough, rugged, and raw style. That's what I missed. That shit was heartbreaking for me. Not that I'm not dissing LJ. I loved LJ. You know what I mean? But
we're gonna ask him about. We're gonna ask if you missed the beginning of the show. We were supposed to originally have Chris Childs on the show tonight. Shout out to Chris Childs. Scheduling reasons he couldn't make it. We rescheduled for tomorrow night. So get ready for that. We're gonna talk to him. Asking for his analysis on the state of the Knicks. Who better than to talk hoops with them former New York Knicks legendary point guard. If you know, you know, from the old, from the old 90s, mid 90s Knicks, early 2000s Knicks, So we're gonna talk to him, let him give his 2 cents, and maybe we'll even get a little nostalgic and ask him for some stories and everything. But yeah, grandmama, 100%.
Grandmama, baby.
Grandmama was in Charlotte. We got like great grandmama one.
Yeah, word. Word. Great grandmama. Oh my God, son.
He was almost on that that corner 3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, talking about that. Oh damn, I knew they were gonna mention that.
Yeah,
dive into that.
I already know. I kind of figured everybody want to hear that.
Yeah,
right?
I had a couple heads wanted to talk about that, like
about the Kobe fight.
Yeah, about the Kobe joint. I was like, Kobe not here no more amongst us, walking on this planet. But
yo, real talk, Socrates. I interviewed Chris Childs maybe 4 or 5 years ago on my old show. Drop a Jam. You can go back and look at the archives. And I asked him about that, and he talked about it. But then, that was Kobe was still alive. Now I've heard him say he doesn't want to talk about that. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect
that. Like you say, Cash, God bless the dad. Obviously that's one thing everybody, as an old Knicks fan, want to talk about. Like, yo, what happened? But all due respect to,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? It happened. It happened. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I was like 13, 14. Imagine I was a little 13, 14 year old ignorant dude. Like, oh, he popped Kobe, 2-piece Kobe, 2-piece. Yo, I love it, son.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, use that phone number. Call in. Phone lines pop.
We live, son. We live.
Yeah, word up.
Yo,
call that number. Y'all see it on the screen.
Yo, one thing I want to touch up too. Like, why are they still disrespecting Jalen Brunson out here?
What you mean?
Like, I saw something that said they're mentioning talented point guards or talented guards that are 6'1" that scored 26 a game, and they said that McCullough, Jamal Murray, Desmond Mason, and Mikal Bridges and Kuzma are better than Jalen Brunson right now.
Wait, say that again.
CJ McCollum, Jamal Murray, Kuzma, Desmond Mason,
better than Jalen Brunson
and Mikal Bridges. And these are guys that average like 26 a game, they say. I'm like, where? I'm like, nah, dog. What are they talking about? Like, they still disrespecting JB out here. What does JB have to do to show these guys like he's an all-star?
Yeah, they bugging.
Yo, I'll tell you what, though, man.
Maybe Jamal Murray. I'll give him
Jamal Murray. A healthy Jamal Murray.
Yeah, a healthy Jamal Murray. I'll give him.
I'm not giving him that.
I'm not giving them Desmond Mason, Desmond Bain. Yeah,
I'm not giving them Desmond Bain. I'm not giving them CJ McCullough. They bugging with that shit.
I mean, shit.
Socrates, yo, that's a fact. As soon as you throw that jersey on, them niggas shit on you.
That's 100
on the Knicks. Yo, Barkley and them dudes on TNT made a living off shitting on the Knicks, man.
Look at today. Did you see how they were shitting on Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. But Stephen was a cornball anyway.
Yeah,
but,
true that.
But he is a Knicks fan. But but listen, I agree with that. As soon as you put on that jersey, they start to shit on you. Knicks was a joke for years, in the national media. But
even amongst us Knicks fans, we make jokes about the Knicks. Like, how many times I don't know, y'all probably did it. I used to do it with my homeboys. Like, yo, name random Knicks, and we'll name so many random Knicks. I'd be like, who? Only real Knicks fans will remember guys like who could I name? Michael Sweetney, Othello Weatherspoon, Raymond Felton,
Eddie Curry,
Ramon Sessions.
Eddie Curry got a little bit of pop when he was in Chicago, though. You know what I mean? But listen, I don't mean to cut y'all.
Jerome James.
Hold up. I want to get back to the Brunson point because I like that point a lot. And I wanted to play this last week. I didn't get to play. This is a Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons podcast talking about Jalen Brunson is this maybe the second hardest guard to guard in the whole league. Check this out.
Talk to him.
I mean, you can make a case he's the hardest guard.
My bad. Twitter fingers. Hold up.
I mean, you can make a case he's the hardest guard to guard in the league other than Shea right now. This herky-jerky shit that he does, nobody seems to be able to get a feel for it. He gets the shot he wants every single time. So I don't know how having Mitchell would help him. I don't count Luka as a guard. You know that.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Yeah. Just making sure. Sometimes it feels like mini Luka when you're watching Brunson. Like this, because it's not It's not necessarily fast. It's just that he changes his speeds all the time, and then kind of just finds a way. He finds a way.
Did you see his stats this year
for Brunson? I mean, which ones?
He's 48, 46, 80 are his splits. He's 46% from three this year.
That's
and at the end of these games, he's just getting whatever shot he wants. Anyway, go ahead. I interrupt.
Yo, talk to him. Talk to him. Come on now. What else do you have to do?
Playing with me, man.
What else do you have to do?
The voice of the streets. The streets have spoken.
You know what I'm saying? What else does that man have to do?
Yeah, they bugging.
Yeah, man. When I saw that they dropped him there, I'm like, Kyle Kuzma, that's been bad. What are they watching?
Socrates, it's like family though. We can shit on our family, but 100%.
Word up, man. Word up. Yeah, who are those guys? Exactly. Who?
Yeah, that's the Bill Simmons podcast. He got a good show, and then we'll see my man Luch today. Word, no doubt. Word, he's picking him up. Yeah. Put some respect. 100%.
Respect on JB, man. The Brunson burner. Could be a Celtics.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Celtics homer and a Brady homer. He's a New England dude. Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know what about Bill Simmons? That he keeps it real. Like he doesn't make it all about like his team. He talks the truth. That's why ESPN kicked him out of ESPN because he was talking that real shit.
He is definitely a Celtics homer though.
No, of course. Like us. We Knicks homers for life. We Knicks lifers, but we ain't gonna shit on guys like whatever superstars out there that we know is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he be having some good takes. You know what I'm saying? He ain't all the way biased. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is a little bit biased though. But yeah, man, Socrates, I appreciate you tapping in. Yo, word up, man. You want to recap the Bulls next night before we get out of here?
Let's go. Let's get it, man.
Talk to man. Let's set it off.
You want to set it off, Q?
Well,
yo, Bulls lose to the Knicks 116 to 110. What are the takeaways from tonight? First half, second half, two different teams. Turnovers, bad transition, not guarding the 3-point line.
Yep.
Louis having a little bit of issues with the double team. Finally getting going. Second half, right? They get out. They start getting out on a break a little bit. The shots start dropping a little bit more. They start taking better care of the ball, and they turn up, right? So that's the key. Guard the 3-point line. Take better care of the ball. Get back on defense.
And it's something that's going to help them with the transition defense is going to be. And I see where they're coming from, like they're getting fouls and they're not getting calls. But Randall and Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, they got to stop complaining. They got to run back down. That's three dudes that we're losing out on, and that's why like if one or two of them are stuck back there, because RJ's trying to get a rebound and Jalen Brunson's getting fouled and he's arguing with the referee. Nobody's running back. Now it's 3v5. They gotta stop complaining. I saw that happen a lot tonight. And granted, they was getting hacked and it should have been fouls. This is our home court and they're still not even calling it.
Yep.
So that's some bullshit on the refs. But you gotta take it as it comes, man. Fuck it. You get hacked, that's it, man. Talk to them about it when it's a dead ball, bro.
Yeah, word up.
You can't do that in the middle of the game because they're gonna push the game up because if they see that's happening. They're gonna do like what the Knicks do. If a smart team's gonna do that, they're gonna pass. They're gonna throw the ball. How many transition points did the Bulls make when that's not even their type of game? They're a slow team,
bro. They had 16 points off.
Really shoot.
They had 16 points off of turnovers in the first half, bro. 16 points off of our turnovers in the first half, bro. And yo, shout out to Joel again. He said if Brunson starts getting those superstar calls, he can average 28, 29 easy. My guy stay getting hacked. And that is so true. The last couple of games, he'd be on the floor 24/7 and they're not calling those calls for our guy, bro. Why they not doing that? But shout out to Scott Foster, though. I knew he was going to win because Scott Foster was.
Shout out to Scott Foster. Chris Paul's not shouting out Scott Foster, though. But
word.
Yo, look. What is it? What I like usually, we have the third quarter of death. Last couple of games, we came out better after that.
I agree.
Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? But then we let that slip away a little bit against Minnesota, man. We got to stay a little focused, man.
True. True that. I mean, we were playing the best team in the West and the best defense in the whole league. So that I got to give kudos to them. But I'm glad that we pulled that game off.
Tibbs is also he's taking with that second unit. So it's experimental right now. He's going to see what works for him. He likes to shorten up that rotation deeper you get into the season. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see. Sometimes a good thing. Historically, Tibbs likes to run dudes into the ground. So let's hope he keeps everyone fresh because we're gonna need that, especially against some of these, these guys in the East, man. These big guys.
Hell yeah. Especially the next upcoming games. We got a nice little test coming up the next couple of games. We got Philly, we got Dallas. We got a couple of teams we got to play.
But check this out. What I wanted to say was Ron 3 for 9, 2 for 6 from 3, and plus minus was a minus 20, bro. Fucking McBride 1 for 3, minus 15 when he's on the court, negative 15. These dudes, you know what I'm saying? Now look at the start. Randall, Anunoby, plus 33. 32 for Hartenstein, plus 32. Plus 30 for Brunson, and plus 15 for DiVincenzo. Man, that starting 5 is solid, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we got to figure it out with with McBride and Grimes. But the only thing I'm afraid of is that they keep putting in, because when I noticed that Randall came in on the second unit with McBride and Grimes out there, I think it's too much for them, especially for McBride. I don't think McBride is ready to be on the same floor as Randall. He's never going to get his confidence back. He already looks scared when he's shooting, and Grimes is just so inconsistent. He just reminds me of like a developing RJ.
Out there, though.
Yeah.
You need that. Like, who's the guy that's like, because we don't have Quick out there with him.
I know. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to happen. But Randall, thank God, Randall doesn't always, take the shot. He be passing it when they're open. They're just not making the shots.
Yep.
And they're not creating it. And then they even had a couple of turnovers. I saw McBride gave up a couple of turnovers, and Grimes. Like, they just look like they're shaky. Like they're like they never played a professional basketball. Today, that's what they look like. They look super nervous.
Yeah. You know how many times I saw this kid McBride like ready to shoot, and he was just scared and just dish it off. I'm like, yo, be confident in your shot, shoot it, bro. Just shoot it, chuck it up there, bro.
Yo, we out of here in about 10 minutes. Your last chance to call, and we ain't get one caller, man.
Word,
yeah, man. 319-527-6752. Let's go, man. Tap in. What's the deal? Yo, listen. I don't necessarily like Randall with the second unit, but as of right now, when that second unit comes out, there's no scoring, man. We gotta do something. We're gonna get blown off the floor.
Yeah, man. I mean, he came in that third quarter with the second unit. What there was, like you said, they couldn't score. He scored 9 out of the last 10 Knicks points at a certain run they had. They scored 11. They scored 11 straight, and 9 of them was Randall.
Randall always makes passes difficult, jumping and passing it too hard. He can't be with the second unit. Absolutely, but I think that's going to work with OG Anunoby, though.
Yes.
In that corner, you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, LeBron goes to the hole and always dishes out to the corner. I think that's going to actually work. But Randall does jump up in the air without knowing where he's going sometimes.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. I agree 100%. What you think about who should we bring back, like for next year, just to close it out? Because I see a lot of people like free agents that
I agree. The second unit stay defaulting to Randall. He throws our bench players off. Okay, yeah. So what do you suggest? All right, let me ask you something, Joel. What do you suggest when that second unit comes in? Who's going to be the spark for them? Right?
Because it was quick. It was quick. Now we don't got quick.
Grimes, they're hoping Grimes is going to be that. They're hoping McBride somehow develops into that. But that's what when we gave up quick in them, we gave up some depth.
Yes, we did.
You know what I mean? So
yes, we're
gonna have to figure that out. You know what I mean? I think that's the one part where we're gonna be really hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree.
That's why I makes quick. That's one reason why I love IQ, because when he bring off the bench, like he was averaging like 18 the last couple of weeks with the Knicks before he got traded.
Yeah,
Mitch might get traded if iHeart continues like this. Mitch could be a piece moved. I agree, because right now iHeart, Hartenstein, like we say, he playing like he want that bag, man. This is last year, on the contract with the Knicks. You only signed a 2-year contract, so give that man that bag, and I agree.
Like, we're a different team if we could keep them both. It's just like and you guys already know my argument with Mitchell Robinson, man. I love the dude. We're such a more dominant team but they're almost like the same player. Like they get a bunch of rebounds, they get a bunch of blocks. They can't really score points.
But Hartenstein got a better court vision. He got better court vision.
Yeah, but he doesn't get hurt. Mitchell Robinson always getting hurt.
Yeah. Oh.
Huh?
Look what Mitch did against the Cavs last year.
Oh man,
I was, you know what I'm saying, against Mobley and
shut them down. Jared Allen
and with the Afro
Jared Allen.
You know what I'm saying? Offensive rebound after offensive rebound, big possessions. You know what I'm saying?
This year too, offensive rebound king. So he was offensive rebound
injury prone too, though. Yeah. So that's the problem too.
Fragile.
All things equal, I think I think Mitch is a better player than Hartenstein, but he clogs the middle up too. Like he can't shoot 2 feet out from the basket.
Word.
That's the problem. That's that space and shit. You notice how the court is more spaced out and the Mitch is out. A lot better.
Hell yeah. That spacing is better. That's why I like Hartenstein because he helps that spacing too, man. Because he,
but he don't shoot like that.
Yeah, he don't. I wish he was a better
problem. And just he just eat off these little rebounds and putbacks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'll take that for now. At least for now.
Word up, man. That's I think it's a wrap, right?
Yes, sir.
Want to take us out of here? Thanks everyone for tapping in.
Word up. Yo, take us out of here to get the toast out.
Yes, sir. This is
hold up. Joel Reynoso, Trinidad, Lucchini. What up?
San Peso. My boy Manny Fresh. Let's go. Shout out to all y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Which one of y'all would have gave us a call, man? But thank y'all for tuning in.
Do me a favor, Trinidad. Hit the like button. If you in the chat, hit the like button. And please make sure you subscribe. We're trying to grow.
Word. Spread the word.
Coming up. We in business with the callers. So if you want to call, tap in and talk your shit.
Word up.
Talk that shit, y'all. We love it, man. Whether y'all disagree or agree, we love it, man. That's what we're here for.
Share this and tell this to your favorite alcoholic friends or people who just like to fucking drink and listen to three dudes just talk that shit, man. Man. It's all about the town business here.
Last week I was on that what was I on that Tito's? You know what I mean? We drink like mid-shelf shit. Top shelf shit. We all mid-shelf with it,
man. Fuck that. I mean, I drink up straight Henny, regular Henny.
Ain't got no top shelf money, my dude.
Word up. Sooner or later.
The shot creator for our bench. We need a trade for a solid offensive bench player.
I agree. We all agree.
Creator for the show.
Word up.
The Q. No, that's you, Ed. Create a shot right now. Take us out of here. Lucchini,
I got you.
My brother. Love you, boy.
Yo, this is for all of y'all that tuned in. Thank you. This is for everybody that been watching since day one. You already know. This is a shout out to my brothers right here. My man Cash, my man Q. Toast to another show. And y'all already know. For all of y'all throwing shots at DST, you only get half a bar. SMD. Salute.
Peace. Salute. Peace.
I don't know what SMD means. Figure it out.
Let's go.